Good evening. Happy Black Friday. This is Jennifer Sinceri with Stampin' Up. I'm so glad you have hopped on. I see Dawnette. Hello, Dawnette. Happy belated Thanksgiving. And I see Linda. Thank you for coming, Linda, and watching my alternatives. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I saw pictures with you celebrating with grandkids. How fun. Go ahead and give me a comment, and if you're watching, let me know where you are, and you can let me know what you did for Thanksgiving. I would love to hear what you guys did. Hey Gail, thanks for hopping on. We had a very different and quiet Thanksgiving, but we spent time relaxing and slowing down and just thanking God for everything that He's done for us. So we're very, very grateful to be healthy and together. All right, I've got some really fun projects for you tonight. I've got a couple techniques I want to show you. So even if you don't have this paper pumpkin kit, please keep watching because there's some techniques I'm going to share with you that you can use in any of your crafting, okay? Linda, you haven't played with this set yet? Oh, you're going to have a lot of fun. I've almost used everything in my kit. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And please, like I said, stay to the end. I've got several projects that I'm going to show you. And if you comment and share the video, you will be you will be entered into a drawing for one of the projects that I make tonight. Okay? All right. The first thing that we're going to do is make a card. Now this kit, I should say, makes gift cards. So it made about, I think it was 15 gift cards. And this is what the original piece looks like. And so you would just fold this, and then you've got this scored tab here. And you would use your double-sided tape. And that makes a gift card holder. And then there were envelopes. But I have turned these into some cards. All right, so what I've done is I cut a A2, actually opens the other way, card base. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I took some of our Snowflake Splendor DSP. And this really is so pretty. It's got a bunch of different colors in it. And it just looks like it's been sprayed. It's so neat the way that they did the paper. Okay, so I cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and adhere that. Let me grab my silicone mat so I don't get my placemat gooey. What was your favorite Thanksgiving dish that you had? Did you guys make your usual that you always do every year? Did you guys do something different this year? What did you guys do? Go ahead and tell me in the comments. We roasted our turkey and had all the traditional fixings, all the trimmings. Now I am going to take this gift card holder, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut on the scored line because I only need the front of the house. You could use your paper snips, you can use your paper cutter. I'm actually going to save this piece for another project, so don't throw it away. And I think I'm going to just make sure that's nice and crisp cut. Use my paper trimmer. Get that little piece out of there. And then I'm also going to cut off this tab because I don't need it. Let's get those frayed pieces off. But I did reuse this little tab piece for some of my other projects, believe it or not. I used it to make some chimneys on some of the other houses that didn't have them. So I was trying to be very resourceful and stretch my supplies as much as I could. I actually didn't throw anything away. I used the tissue paper. I used the pieces that I punched out. I'll show you real quick while I'm thinking about it. So these had a little piece that punched out. I saved all the stars, and then there's another one that has hearts. I saved all the hearts, and I used those on some of my projects. And then these guys, which were part of the door, I actually used some of these pieces. So don't throw any of these pieces away. You can use them all. All right. Okay, there's my part of my gingerbread house. And then we also have these faces, these little white faces that you're going to actually stamp on. All right, so we'll do the stamping part now. And the stamp set, a lot of people said they were disappointed that it didn't have gingerbread people. We actually have several retired sets that have gingerbread men in them. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. There's the cookie cutter, punch, and stamp set. Then there was also a tags and tidings set last year, and it had a little tiny gingerbread that you could just cut off the little tag part. And then there was another one, and I can't remember what it's called. Gail, you were showing it to me, and I have that one as well. I just can't remember the name of it. So you could pull out some of your retired stamp sets and use it with this if you wanted to have those gingerbread people. But there's a stamp of a gingerbread house, and then we have several sentiments here, and then some scrolling for our gingerbread. So I took, it comes with a Blushing Bride ink spot, but I'm actually going to use my cinnamon cider ink pad for this. All right. I'm just going to ink up, and then I'm going to stamp this. Okay, I think I did that one a little too low, but that's okay. And then we're going to take this guy. This has a lot of scrolling on it, and it goes right above the heart. Right below the heart, I should say. And then we're going to adhere that to the gingerbread house. I'm just going to use my adhesive tape here. Okay. Let's see. Just matching that up. All right. Now what I've also done is I just took a scrap of white cardstock, and I just cut out a little snow hill. You could use our curvy dies if you wanted to and add that little bit of detailing to this if you want. That would be a great way to use those. I've got so many projects that I wanted to show you that I just didn't take the time to do it. Okay, and I'm just going to lay that at the edge of my DSP. And I'm going to pop this with some dimensionals. And I'm using the full-sized dimensionals. One on each corner, and then just take those little tabs off. All right, and we're going to put him about, actually I want to make sure I cut out, this is a tree from the die cut, the dies of Winter Woods. This is an older set, it's still current. We also have a newer set in the holiday catalog called In the Pines that you could use. It's a different looking tree. So I'm just wanting to see where I want to put that gingerbread house. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my tree down. These dies actually have a detail to them that you can fluff the tree branches and give it even more 3D detailing to it. So I'm just fluffing my branches like I would my Christmas tree. I'm just fluffing my branches. Okay, and let's put a little bit of tape runner on that. Okay, and then I'm going to put that behind just a tad of my gingerbread house. Okay, and then you can go back in there if you want to use your U-Pick tool. You can do that too and help you fluff your branches. Sometimes it's hard with our nails to get in there after we've put it down. Okay. There's one more I think that I didn't get. There we go. Okay. Now I'm still not done. I need to put a sentiment on my gingerbread house, and these little, there were several different shapes. I picked the one with the mint macaron, and I took the stamp set that says wishing you a jolly Christmas. I'm going to use shaded spruce, which is the color of our door and the color of my tree. And then we're going to ink up, make sure it's not upside down. And stamp that sentiment. When you stamp, you don't want to rock your stamps. You just want to do even pressure. Let the ink soak in. And then I think I'm going to pop that with a dimensional also. Okay, I'm just using a full-size one. If you're using your smaller ones, you'll probably want to put those on the corners. There we go. And then this kit came with these really cute candy embellishments. Aren't these the best? They are, I think they're my favorite part of the kit. So we can add some of those on here. I think I'll put a shaded spruce. I'm going to put him slightly underneath because I don't want to... Oh, come back. I want you to show a little bit more. All right, maybe I could put him here. Maybe we'll do that instead. I wanted to put a few up there, but it's kind of covering up the heart, and I don't really want to cover up the heart. This U-Pick tool I use for everything. All right, how's that? What do you guys think? Super cute? All right, let's go on to our next project. The next project that I'm going to show you is an ornament slash gift card holder. All right, so I'm going to show you how I've done this. It's going to take 2 of your gift card holders, okay? 2 of your gift card holders. And we took 1 envelope. And what I've done with my envelope was I sealed it. So I just took the little flap. Let me grab another one so I can show you. So I just wet this, folded it down, all right? Then what I ended up doing was I took a circle punch and I punched out this little shape, half circle, okay? I also took a hole punch. Now what I did with that, we want to put these 2 pieces together. So I've put a little bit of my tear and tape, okay? We're going to take this off. Make sure that's down. And then I'm going to use my grid paper actually to help me, just using those lines. Okay, and I'm putting those 2 pieces together. And then we're going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to fold this one back though. And take that off. If it gives me a little trouble, we'll use the U-Pick tool. There we go. All right. And then piece these together. I'm just trying to get this so it matches. I'm trying not to get my head in the screenshot, you guys. Okay. All right. Now, this is kind of the same concept of another project that I'm going to show you where I made a box, but this one is not going to be a box, okay? All right, so we've got our two pieces adhered together, all right? Now, what I'm going to do, I cut this, and I had it written down, and I think I threw my paper away, so let me measure this for you. This is 4 by 2 and 3/4, okay? So that's what this piece is. And then you take your gift card and you're just going to adhere your gift card to this piece, okay? All right. And you put it in the envelope. Now, that's what that part is for. But you're saying, well, how come this is going to be an ornament? I don't quite understand. Let me show you. So, what we're going to do is we are going to turn it upside down. All right. And we put this in here. And I get it so that I was eyeballing it because I want to make sure that I've got enough room on the bottom. And I took my hole punch and I punched a hole so that there's holes on my gingerbread house and my envelope. Now, what I'm going to do is I took a piece of, this is our organdy red, real red, and honestly, I think I just eyeballed it, and I'm going to put it through the hole, all right, and then put this piece in here, get that in there. Okay, and when you put it in, it pushes the ribbon down, okay? And then we take our ribbon, make sure it's not twisted, and we're going to put it in here. I actually haven't even adhered this on the bottom. And I'll show you why I don't have to. I take the ribbon and I put it through the hole on both sides. And I think I just took the wrong one. Here, I want this one to go here. This is the most complicated project tonight, guys. It's really not that hard. It's me fumbling with my fingers. All right. So then I push that down all the way to the bottom. There it is on the bottom. And when you do that, that pushes the ribbon. Now watch. So you pull it out. There comes out your card. Push it back. Okay, so this is going to hang on our tree. I'm going to decorate it. It's going to hang on our tree, or you can hang on a package. And then they just pull out their gift card holder. Okay. All right, let's get to decorating. Same thing. I'm just going to take another little white face, and I'm going to decorate it. So I'm taking my cinnamon cider again. This time, let's try not to cover up those cute little gumballs or gumdrops, maybe. And we'll take this one and do it on the top. Okay. And then I need my sentiment. I need to grab a sentiment. Little die. Let's do, we could do the Calypso Coral one. All right. And I'm going to take my same sentiment that I used before, and I'm using Shaded Spruce again. You can use any color you want that coordinates, and I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. All right. And then I'm also going to show you, you can use these little scraps. I could pull a heart. Let's do a heart. One of those tiny little white hearts. And I'm going to use one of my Stampin' Blends to just color it really fast. I'm using this for another project that I'll or a technique I'm going to show you. So I'm just coloring it. And we will put a little bit of adhesive on the back. Put that heart here. And then pop that up with some dimensionals. I will pull my little ones out. Whoopsie. There we go. Oh, thank you, Eileen. I wasn't following comments. I just now saw your comment. I'm trying not to mess up. And I just lost my heart. My heart fell. Let's fix that. I think I need to put a little more adhesive on him so we can do that. All right. Yeah, you could use any die cut shape actually and use the same concept. Using that ribbon to help you pull it out. All right, stay. There we go. And then, do I want to pop this up? Probably. Make it look 3D. Oh, thank you, Stacy. It took me, I just sat here and just started playing with it like, okay, what can I do with this? How can I, you know, change this up a little bit? Because I like variety. I don't always like everything to be the same. Sometimes I'm on a roll where I just mass produce things, and then other times I get bored with that and I just need to change it up a bit. It also depends on my needs. Who am I giving it to? Okay, there's the decorated. Now, remember I told you not to throw away your doors that you popped out? Okay, so what I did was I just hand wrote pull, and then there's another stamp that's a smaller little scroll. I just stamped one of those cute little scrolly gingerbread icing stamps on it. Okay, and so I'm making a little tag so that people know that they need to pull the ribbon and that something's going to come out. So let me push that back down all the way. We want to push it so it goes all the way. And we don't want to tie our knot here because we want our gift card to come out. Okay. And so I'm just going to knot the end. All right. And then I've got my little tag here that tells them what to do. And they're going to say, oh, I need to pull it. Okay, let me pull it. And out it comes. All right. There's project number 2. I hope you guys like that. Gail, I know you've been playing with your projects or your kits. Okay, the other thing, remember when I showed you this, it could make a box. Remember when I didn't have the gift card in there and I moved it the other way and it made a box. So again, you're just going to take 2 of these guys. Okay, mine don't match right now, and that's fine. You're just going to take 2. You're going to adhere them like I showed you before. So you're going to put tear and tape here, match them up. Okay, and then that makes a box. All right, so here's our box. And what I just did, this one's already done to save time. I already decorated it. I used another little heart. This one just says more merry. And then what I've done is I made a bottom, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this. I heard from a little birdie that there are these really cute little Debbie gingerbread men cake snacks. If you guys know the little Debbie snack line, like they make all these little cute little cakes and whatnot, They're individually wrapped. Well, right now for the holidays, they have ones that are gingerbread men, and they're individually wrapped in a little cellophane bag. So I'm going to put one of those in here with some candy, and I made 2, and I'm going to give them to my nieces. I actually reused the mint macaron tissue from our kit. I just cut it into thirds. So I put 1/3 of the tissue in this box, and then I'm going to put the little cake in there with some candy. And that's going to just be a little like a stocking stuffer, but I don't give stocking stuffers to my nieces. Just a little cute treat for them. But let me show you how to do the bottom so that your treats don't fall out, okay? So what I did was, this is just a piece of scrap paper. I used ivory on one, and I used crumb cake on the other one. I was just using scraps. So I cut a square 4 1/4. You know, squares have 4 equal sides. So you're just going to cut it 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I scored it 1 inch all the way around. And then I just folded them, you know, to get those creases going. Then I took my paper snips, and let me make sure I don't do it wrong. I snipped, okay. And then what I did was I cut off like a triangle. I don't know what this is called. I forget what this is called. Okay, and then I just cut, and I cut off a triangle. And so you do that all the way around. So what that does is it creates a way for you to fold this and create little tabs. So I would use your tear and tape or Stampin' Seal Plus or liquid glue to put these together, okay? And I'm not going to do that right now just for time's sake, because I think you guys get it. All right, so there's your little, it's like a little box. You want to have the tabs on the inside. All right, there's your little box form that you would then push through. And what I did was I took tear and tape and I put it on all 4 sides and then pushed this in, and then just put my hand in there and pressed it down. It's not going to be super heavy. It's going to hold a little cake and some candies, but I want to make sure it doesn't fall out and then the girls lose all their little goodies. All right, so I thought that was super cute. Some little treat boxes that you can make up, okay? And like I said, don't throw away the tissue. Use your tissue. If you haven't torn it, I always try not to tear it because you can use it, and it usually comes in a coordinating color for your kit. All right, so little treat boxes. We have our gift card holder and a card that I made. All right, remember I told you not to throw away that piece that we cut off from our card. We're going to use that. And then there were these blank pieces, and I wasn't quite sure what those were for. I couldn't really find, unless they put them on this side of the gift card holder, like a front and a back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it. And again, I'm just going to use my cinnamon cider ink and that gingerbread scrolling. I'm just going to stamp, oops, taking it away with me. Just going to stamp that gingerbread scrolling. Yeah. Okay. And that's going to get glued here. All right. This is going to be a lip balm holder. I know. So stinking cute. All right. So let me just, oh man, I got tape runner on my placemat. I'm not using my, keep forgetting. All right, so then we just put this on here. Make sure you've got it evenly distributed as well as you can. You don't want to cover up those cute little white polka dots. All right, now it takes your paper snips, and we're just going to, we're not going to fold it. We're just going to bend it, okay? We're just gonna bend, all right? And then what I'm gonna do is it's a little hard because this is pretty thick cardstock. I'm trying not to make a crease. I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm going to make a cut. All right, 1, 2. All right, and so there's 2 slits and I'm just bending it a little without tearing. All right, and that is going to be my cute little form for my lip balm. What I did was I stuck a lip balm in there. Then I took one of those little banners. I stamped it. I used a star from the cutouts, colored it, taped that on. And then I took one of our clear envelopes. I showed you guys these envelopes when I did my Faker Shaker card, right? And I'm just going to put it in there. All right, this would be a really cute stocking stuffer. And I'm just going to fold it and take off the adhesive that's sticking to my hand. And because it's clear, nobody's going to see the adhesive. How cute is that? What do you guys think? Is that brilliant? I was pretty proud of myself. I thought that was so cute. And that can go in a stocking stuffer, as a stocking stuffer. And then you don't have to worry. I don't think it's going to fall out because it's pretty snug in there, but just in case, it won't fall out. And then they say, what is this piece of paper? So, lip balm holder. All right. I'm so glad, Stacy, you like that. Oh, Linda, I was thinking you could do this for your granddaughters. Wouldn't they love that? Now, I just used a lip balm I had. There's some really cute holiday themed ones or like flavors. Go to Dollar Tree and see what they have, you know. When I was little, my mom used to always buy me the holiday ones from the Avon catalog, and they would have little characters on them and whatnot. That's just something I remember from my childhood. So, find a cute lip balm to put in those, all right? And that's just using up the scraps. That way I didn't waste anything. Okay. One more technique I'm going to show you. So, remember I told you the kits come with the Stampin' Spots, okay? This is the Blushing Bride that came with the kit. And then this is a retired color and it was actually dried. And it's very similar to our mint macaron. So I just put some mint macaron in there to give it some new life. All right, I wanted to show you a fun technique, okay? It's a little crazy, but bear with me. All right, let's see what you guys think. Mom is giving some lip balms and this could dress it up. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Stacy. Okay, so I just cut a piece of white cardstock. This is a little bit smaller. Oops, that's centimeters. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. All right, I'm taking and I might get inky fingers. I'm taking my Blushing Bride. And I'm just going to take it and I'm holding this and I'm just going to swipe across. Looks like a brush stroke. All right, then I'm going to take the other color and if it moves, that's okay. And if it doesn't, it's okay. It's supposed to look like paint. All right. And I know this isn't for everybody, but I thought I would show you. It's something that I learned at convention, and I thought I would show you this, okay? And I know a lot of you use your Stampin' Spots. All right. Okay, so it just kind of looks like brush strokes. Now, what I did was I took it and I matted it to a piece of Blushing Bride. So the Blushing Bride is 4 by, the card base is the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then this is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So I've already glued those down. Again, here's one of those pieces, a backside that I didn't want to throw away. Here is one of those tabs that I cut off. I'm going to use it to make a chimney for my gingerbread house. So I'm just going to cut that off and cut that. And I'm just going to adhere it to the back. Come on, work with me. There we go. Okay. So now I have a chimney. I don't want it too high. There's my chimney. All right. My chimney's leaning. You don't want a leaning chimney. All right. Then I'm going to decorate my gingerbread face, just like I've done all the others. You could vary this up and use other colored inks. It's totally up to you guys. I'm just keeping 2 colors out for the sake of time. All right. Hopefully I don't have my head in the, I think I had my head right there. You'll get to see all my gray hairs. All right. Then we are going to stamp our sentiment, and I'm going to do that in the shaded spruce. I'm using the same sentiment. There are other ones, but like I said, I'm not going to switch around tonight. And we'll pop that with some dimensionals. All right, this might not be for everybody. Some people don't like getting their fingers inky. Some people love painting, watercolor painting and whatnot, and you know, this is kind of like that. There's so many stamping techniques that you can do with our ink pads. All right. And then we'll put this on here. I might pop that up too. Give it some dimension. Now I didn't do a lot to decorate. You could put snowflakes on here. This was more about wanting to show you a technique. Now see, I've used up all my little dimensionals. I just take my snips and I cut these and I use all these little pieces. I do not throw these away. Okay, but leave the covering on when you cut, because then you don't get your scissors gummy. All right, that's a little tip. Come on, there you go. All right. You know, the ink and the Stampin' Spots are really an economical way for you guys to get your colors. I know sometimes it's hard to get all the colors. And in the annual catalog, there are uninked stamping spots. And then you just buy the refillers, which are like, what, $3.75, something like that. And you can make your own stamping spots. And that way you can get all the colors at a cheaper price. So that's an option for some people to help you stretch your money. If you subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin kits, you get an ink spot every month. Sometimes they repeat, you know, every so often. It just depends on what colors coordinate with the kit. So sometimes I get repeats. But honestly, I don't think I've had too many that I have multiples of. I've had a few, and but then also I subscribe and I get 2 kits every month, so my daughter can do it with me if she chooses. All right. Now I probably would cut out some white snowflakes or die cuts and put those on here. Maybe add a bow. But I wanted to show you this fun technique. Oh my goodness, can't get my hands. This fun technique to use with your inking spots or stamping spots, I mean. Fun. All right. So there's an idea. The other thing I want to show you, I did this on one of the cards. Okay, so here was another card that I've done. The card base is larger. It's made from our Memories and More card kit in the In Colors, which is in the annual catalog. And I took the gingerbread scrolling and just stamped it all around the card. So you can see that. I just stamped it all around. Okay, then I took, this is actually embossed. So it's got a little bit of texture on it. It's the tin tile embossing folder. And then I added a die cut. And then I added my gingerbread house. Now notice I've got some pearls that are red. We don't sell red pearls. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I just took my pearls and I took my Stampin' Blend pen and I used the brush stroke end and I just painted my pearls. You want to let them dry. And then you can get pearls in any color that you want. So that's a little tip for you guys. You can color your pearls to get any color you want. You can also do that with any of our white ribbons. You can take ribbon and you can color it with the stamping blends and color your ribbon any color you need, because they don't always sell ribbons in every color that we have. And if you're looking for a ribbon color and you don't have it, you can make it. So that's another little tip you can use with your stamping blends, white ribbon, and our white pearls. Okay. All right, let me show you another card I did. I think this one's my favorite. I used the holidays, I don't know what it's called. It's in the Snowflake Splendor suite. I cut a card base and then I cut another mat, slightly smaller, and I embossed it with the snowflakes. I cut a little snow and then I used my little scrap heart, added that on there. I think this one is my favorite card. And it's not typical of Christmas colors, but those pastels sure are pretty, aren't they? And then I did another one and I pulled out my Christmas tree punch and I used two of the little stars that popped out from here, colored them with my stamping blends, and then I put two trees in there and did the same embossing. Added some rhinestones on this one. This one's a little bit busier. This is a retired ribbon, but it matched, so I used it. So that's my other alternative. Okay, so lots of ideas. You've learned you can color your gems, your pearls, and your ribbons with stamping blends. And I hope you might try this Stampin' Spot technique. See if you like it. Okay, I'll probably dress that up a little bit more with a bow or whatnot. So those were my cards, okay, that I did. And I did this other guy tonight with you guys, this one. And then we made some treat boxes. Okay, little treat boxes. And we did a lip balm holder for our stockings. And then I showed you guys how to make this ornament gift card holder that pops out. Okay. Now, before you go, Sunday I have a free paper crafting class. I have to look at the time off the top of my head. Let's see, do I have it? Oh, it says 4 o'clock. There you go, 4 o'clock. And I am going to play with the Boho Indigo Medley I'm actually using just the refill kit. The refill kit is a little more economical. It's 20 something dollars. I want to say $21 off the top of my head. It comes with everything except the ribbon, the dies, and the stamps. Okay. But I'm going to show you a technique. I'm so excited. I am going to show you how to do a pinwheel in this class. All right. So if you want to learn how to do the pinwheel, come Sunday and I'm going to teach you how to do this. And I'm going to show you some other cards that I made for this class. Okay. So you're going to learn a new technique and learn a couple other fun DSP type cards so you can use up that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. All right. I still have a lot of paper. This was a full stack and I was very sparingly using it because I'm making it stretch. Okay. So that's going to be Sunday at 4 o'clock. It's free and hopefully you'll get some ideas. And then I have a class, a free class in December, and I'm going to use the Gorgeous Posies kit. And they have designs already, but I'm going to show you some alternatives and I'm going to show you what to do with the stamp set. All right, some things. So when this kit is used up, how can you use those stamps? All right. So that's December 12th. It's free and I'm hoping you will join. Okay. I will pick somebody. I'm going to throw all your names into a hat and pick somebody who shared and commented, and you guys are going to get one of the projects that I made tonight, and I will either deliver or mail it to you. And I hope you guys have had fun tonight. Thank you so much for supporting my business. Thank you for watching my videos and commenting and sharing. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys don't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and you would like to, it's $22 a month plus tax. And you get it every month. If money's tight a particular month or you don't like the kit, because they always give you a little sneak peek, if it's something you don't think you would use, you can always suspend. That means you skip a month. Okay. And then you unsuspend when you're ready to get the next kit. Okay. So you saw all the cool projects I made tonight. I'm not even done with all of my pieces yet. I still have a lot of pieces in here to play with. I have to figure out what to do with all these envelopes that I haven't used. So that's my challenge. What am I going to do with all these envelopes? I might turn them into gift tags. Ooh, that might be a good idea. I'll turn them into gift tags. All right. So I still have a lot of supplies in here that I'm going to use. And for $22, you get a little mini ink pad. You get a stamp set. It's a great deal. It's really good for kids. Really great for our seniors who can't get out and are housebound. Right now, all of us seem to be housebound and we need things to keep us busy. So I'd appreciate if you would like to subscribe, that you name me your demonstrator. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Just you can personal message me. If you would like a catalog and you don't have one, send me a message and I would love to give you a free catalog. All right, I will talk to you on Sunday. All right, Sunday afternoon. Have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for joining me. Bye.